All right, I'm going to go through just a couple of setup notes just to make sure that you are as comfortable as possible. So you can be laying down in a bed, you can lay down on the floor. If you're on the floor, I do recommend 1 to 2 yoga mats, depending on how many you have. A couple of folded blankets on top of that, a blanket for a pillow. Actually, you're at home. You can use a bed pillow if you want to. I don't recommend using a heavy eye pillow on your face. If you do want some sort of eye covering, you can drape a shirt sleeve over it or a tissue or a scarf or something. Too much pressure on the eyes can start to be distracting later on. I do like to give the caveat that we are living in a world and this world has noise, so you might hear some noises. And when those come to your awareness, just acknowledge them, don't have an emotional reaction to them, and then just allow the distraction to fade away. No matter at what point it is, allow it to be in your awareness and then let it go. All right, so go ahead and take the next couple moments and get set up. If you haven't already, you can also just go ahead and lie down if you're already ready to rest. We're gonna go to a special journey tonight, Journey to the Temple. It's one of my favorites to tap into some deep wisdom within us. Even if you don't think you need a blanket, maybe grab one. So lying down, if you're not there already, and let's just take a few deep breaths together as you relax here. Maybe inhaling through the nose and exhaling out of your mouth. It's okay if that exhale is audible. You could even sigh if you want to. Sighing is a great way to signal to your nervous system that it's time to relax. It's time to rest deeply. Maybe it's something heavy you're letting go of with that exasperation of the exhale. And then allow your mouth to close after this next exhale and allow the breath to become a bit more internal. Allowing the breath to slow down, slow and steady inhalation, not rushing it. And slow and steady exhalation, again, taking your time with that exhale. You might notice the points of contact your body makes with the ground, the floor, the bed. You can feel yourself supported through these points. The entire planet rising up to support you in this moment. You don't have to hold on, just relax. And as you relax, repeat in your mind a few times, I am going to practice Yoga Nidra. I will stay awake. I am going to practice Yoga Nidra. I will stay awake. Now, if you do end up falling asleep, or if you're not sure if you've been asleep, it's okay. We're not really dealing with the conscious mind so much, so it's okay if it's not present for the whole thing. You can trust that somewhere you are listening and following along, but still let it be your intention to remain a little bit aware. So, as you're bringing your awareness back to your breath, notice the movement of your abdomen. Inhale, the navel rising. Exhale, the navel releasing. And notice if there's any constriction in or around the abdomen or downward into the muscles of the pelvis. And see if you can relax some of that effort. Inhale, belly rises. Exhale, it releases. Often, this region of the body gets tight or clenches when we're feeling anxiety, when we're feeling fear or stress. It's tightening just in case we need to pick up and run, but we don't need to pick up and run right now. In this moment, we can let go of that effort. Inhale, belly rises. And exhale, it relaxes. Feeling that tension in and around the abdomen, peeling back in layers with every breath. Inhale, belly rises. Exhale, it releases. And if you haven't done so already, relax the movement of your rib cage and chest. Really allow the movement of the body to be isolated to the abdomen. Now, as the breath becomes more concentrated in the abdomen, becoming quieter, more steady, you might notice your mind start to wander or move into the past, into the future, and see if you can relax that effort as well. You don't need to think right now. You don't need to do or figure out anything. There's no need to plan or anticipate. Just be present, in this case, with the rise and release of the abdomen. Now, keeping your breath grounded in your abdomen will add a second component to this practice, and that's to lightly even the breath out. Samavriti pranayama. And so you'll inhale for a certain length of time or number of counts. Exhale for an equal length of time or number of counts. And a count is whatever you use for internal measurement. An estimated second, the sound of a syllable. Inhale, belly rise. Exhale, release. And allow the length of your breath to be something manageable. This is not your deepest breath. Ideally, it feels more natural. Inhaling for a certain number of counts. Exhaling for an equal number of counts. Noticing when the mind moves, bringing it back. Inhaling to the abdomen. Exhaling from the abdomen. Inhaling for an equal number of counts. Exhaling for an equal number of counts. So continuing to breathe to your abdomen. Continuing to breathe evenly. Notice as you're breathing if there's any hesitations, ripples, or stopping during the flow of your breath. Maybe it feels jagged or hesitant. That's okay. And then see if you can relax the breath a bit more to smooth out that inhalation and to smooth out that exhalation. Still breathing to the abdomen, still breathing evenly. Allowing the inhale to be smooth and continuous, and your exhale to be smooth and continuous. Just keep relaxing. That's how you do it. Smooth, even abdominal inhale. Smooth, even abdominal exhale. You might notice if your mind wanders that those ripples come back quite quickly. They tend to be activated when we're anxious or frenetic. And all you have to do is just relax again. Smooth out the inhale, smooth out the exhale. Now we're going to add one more layer to this practice. So still breathing to the belly, still breathing evenly and smoothly. We'll begin to relax the transitions between breaths. So at the top of your next inhale, relax all effort to allow your inhale to seamlessly move into your exhale without really stopping. And at the bottom of your exhale, again, relax all effort to allow the exhale to seamlessly move in to the inhale without stopping. Relaxing the breath at the top, relaxing the breath at the bottom. It becomes harder and harder to tell where the breath stops and begins. An image that's often used for this practice is a Ferris wheel. Inhale, riding up, And then without really stopping, you just move right into the descent, the exhale. At the bottom, you just move right back into the inhale, allowing the breath to be smooth, even, abdominal, and now cyclical in nature. Relaxing the transitions between breaths. Now you can relax a bit more now. You can release the practice, but maybe it continues on its own, but your effort toward it relaxes. In a moment, we'll circulate your awareness throughout your body. All you have to do is bring your awareness lightly to each point as I name it. If you lose track of where we are, if your mind goes away, just pick up wherever we are at the moment your mind comes back. And at each point, I'd love for you to see just a spark of blue light, be a star, a ball of energy, however best you can imagine a spark of blue light. So go ahead and bring your awareness to the space between your eyebrows. And then move your awareness to the point at the center of your throat. Your right shoulder joint. Right elbow joint. Right wrist joint. The tip of your right thumb. The tip of the first finger on the right hand. Tip of the second finger. Tip of the third finger. Tip of the fourth finger on the right hand. Your right wrist joint. Right elbow joint. Right shoulder joint. Throat center. Seeing a blue light at each point. Bring your awareness to your left shoulder joint. Left elbow joint. Left wrist joint. The tip of your left thumb. Tip of the first finger on the left hand. The tip of the second finger. The tip of the third finger. The tip of the fourth finger on the left hand. Left wrist joint. Left elbow joint. Your left shoulder joint. Throat center. The point at the center of the chest, we'll call this heart center. Your right nipple. Heart center. Your left nipple. Heart center. The point on your spine just behind your navel. The point at the center of your pelvis. Your right hip joint. Right knee joint. Right ankle joint. The tip of your right big toe. Tip of the second toe. Tip of the third toe. Tip of the fourth toe. Tip of the fifth toe on the right foot. Your right ankle joint. Right knee joint. Your right hip joint. Pelvic center. Your left hip joint. Left knee joint. Left ankle joint. Tip of the left big toe. Tip of the second toe. Tip of the third toe. Tip of the fourth toe. Tip of the fifth toe on the left foot. Your left ankle joint. Left knee joint. Your left hip joint. Pelvic center. Navel center. Heart center. Throat center. Eyebrow center. See each one of these points a light. Blue stars, the constellation of you. And feel your body encompassing that light, aware of your entire body resting. Aware of your body, feel your body heavy, as if gravity has been increased, being pulled toward the core of the planet. Feel your body heavy. And then feel your body light, as if gravity has turned off. You could almost float away. Feel your body light, weightless. And then feel your body heavy again, as if you were made of lead. You couldn't move if you tried. Feel your body heavy. And then feel your body light again. You're filled with helium. Again, you could float away, weightless. Feel your body light. And then feel the weight of the body normalize. And feel your body cold, as if you were standing outside in a snowstorm, full wind, no coat on, uncomfortably cold. Feel your body cold. And then feel your body hot, as if you were standing in a humid jungle, sweating, dripping, uncomfortable. Feel your body hot. And then feel your body cold again, as if you were standing inside of a deep freezer, shivering, cold, uncomfortably cold. Feel your body cold. And then feel your body hot again. And you were standing in a desert, high noon, full sun, no shade, uncomfortably hot. Feel your body hot. Then feel the temperature of your body normalize. And then bring to mind a time when you felt sad. A time when you felt sad. And don't spend too much time focusing on what made you sad, but just remember sadness. What does that feel like? Bring that to mind now. And now bring to mind a time when you felt excited. You were anticipating something exciting, or you're doing something exciting. How did that feel? Again, not the cause of it, but the feeling of it. What does excitement feel like? Bring that to mind now. And now bring to mind a time when you felt irritated, just frustrated, irritated. Again, not what caused you to feel that way, but just the feeling of irritation. What does that feel like? Bring that to mind. Irritation. And now bring to mind a time when you felt joyful, happy, content. Again, not so much what caused you to feel joy, but remembering the feeling of joy. Bring that to mind right now. What does joy feel like? What does joy feel like? And now bringing your awareness to the aspect of you that was unaffected by these dualities or polarizations. It was unaffected by how heavy or light the body was, how hot or cold it felt, or what seemingly polarizing emotion you were present with. There's a part of you, an aspect of you that was steady, watchful, and calm in the midst of all of that. In other words, bring your awareness to the witnessing consciousness that can hold all of these experiences with curiosity, compassion, and non preference. And staying with that witnessing self, please picture a screen about 6 inches in front of your forehead, like a movie theater. And at first, just see the screen blank, but hold your attention on it. And as you hold your attention at this screen, you'll begin to see shapes form, images. Some may be familiar, some may feel novel or abstract. Whatever comes to that screen, just watch it, just let it be. Curiously aware. You find yourself trying to change what you see or judging it, good, bad, or otherwise, just sit back and just observe each image morphing into the next. Again, if you find yourself getting involved with anything you see, just sit back and just observe. Curious, just curious. And allow the screen to go blank again, the image wiping off. And in a moment, I'll begin to name off random images. And all you need to do is bring the image to the screen in as much detail as you can in the short amount of time I give you to do so. Don't try, just see what it is. So holding your awareness at the screen, see waves on the ocean, a sprawling mountain range, a crowded urban center, a swing set, a puppy playing in a yard, a red rose, a bird in flight, an open field, a sunny window, an old woman, a calm lake, a chapel, a crowded train station, waves on the ocean, a puppy playing in the yard, a graveyard at night, the rising sun, a newborn child, a full moon, a busy airport, a lone tree, snow-capped mountains, a still lake. Allow the screen to dissolve. Become aware of your body and see your body, feel your body standing in an open field. You're standing in an open field. What does that feel like? What does that look like? Take it in as much detail as you can. What's around you? The light, the smell, the feel. Allow yourself to feel welcomed in this space. And in your hands materializes something that you wish to let go of. We'll be heading on a journey in a moment, and it'll be the thing that you let go of at the altar, the temple within yourself. What would you like to let go of? It might be a specific image, it might just be an idea. Don't try to see it form, but just know that it's there. And holding that in your hands, you feel this tug in your belly that pulls you forward. And you cross the field. And you enter a forest. You don't hesitate, you're not afraid, you know where you're going. If anything, there's some excitement. And you move deeper into the woods. And there's no defined path here. You're stepping over felled logs and bramble, winding your way through the forest. And as you continue through, you begin to hear the sound of water trickling or running. And as you break through the tree lines, you find yourself on the banks of a calm river. And just downriver, you see a bridge to cross to the other side. Head toward the bridge. And taking your time as you cross over, and arriving on the other side and entering the woods on the other side. The sound of the running water behind you. And you find that you're feeling like you're getting closer. The anticipation in your belly grows. And just like that, you break through the trees and find yourself in a field full of wildflowers, surrounding a temple at its center. What does that look like? Don't try to form it, just see it, however it appears to you. What do the flowers look like? What does the temple look like? You cross the field of flowers toward the temple. And as you approach the entrance, you bow your head in reverence and step into the space. Looking around the temple, in the far end from where you entered is an altar to that which you hold most sacred. It might be an image, it might be an abstract idea. It's the altar to something sacred, that which is most sacred. Again, don't try, just see. And you look down into your hands and you see the offering that you've brought, that which you'd like to relieve yourself of. And as you step to the altar, you kneel in reverence and you place your burden at the foot of the altar. You may feel yourself wanting to prostrate before it. Just keep your head bowed. Kneeling in front of that which you hold most sacred. And as we relieve ourselves of this burden, we now have the ability to receive. What is it you'd like to receive from this altar? What is it you need more of in your life, your mind, your spirit? Feel your heart open. Maybe it's wisdom that you're looking for, strength. Don't question it too much. Maybe it just feels like an energy, but allow it to enter the space of your heart, filling you with this that you have been looking for, with this that you have needed, that you have journeyed for. And feel a deep sense of being satiated, And feel gratitude for having received that which you have sought. And feel gratitude for having relieved yourself of that which you no longer need to hold on to. Filled. You say one last word of gratitude toward the altar. You slowly leave the temple. And as you step back out into the sun, you feel its warmth on your skin, feeling yourself alight. And in that contentment, you decide to lay down in this field of wildflowers. Allow yourself to lie down in this field of wildflowers. Aware of that which you have let go of, aware of that which you have received, even if you don't quite understand what it is yet. And as you feel your body resting in this field of wildflowers, you remember that it is also resting here in your own space, practicing Yoga Nidra in both spaces at once. As you begin to identify more with your physical body, remember what it is you have let go of. Remember what it is you have received. And feel gratitude. Gratitude for having made that journey. Your heart full, your body resting. And your body still resting. Keeping your eyes closed, picture the room around you in as much detail as you can. Don't try, just see it. Notice your breath moving in your body. And then when you're ready, please begin to deepen your breath. And in time, making gentle movements in your hands and feet, arms and legs. Slowly, steadily bringing yourself back. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. Namaste.